even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Bryant for the extra point. No, and the increased distance may have cost him there, as it is no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Over the middle here to Rudolph. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So second down, 3 yards to go now. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. On third down, it's Coleman. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 72 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. So much for just picking up the first down. How about that run all the way on third down into the end zone?
I'd say this was a bonus run because you're right. All you're trying to do is get the first down in that situation. But to top it off with that gigantic sprint and to go all the way, the only thing he's worried about near the end of that run is if someone's going to jump on his back, and I mean Mr. Fatigue. And that's all he was worried about. Well-conditioned, carried it all the way.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So the D-line's going to spread out. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Powerful. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And the play clock's running down. Second down, Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morgan. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Convert. So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on third down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And the D looking like they may blitz. On 3rd down. It's Coleman. 20. And he's free going down the left side. it's a foot race. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 31 yards there and a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Shot off the top.
Down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this looks to probably be the final play. The storyline of this